Yeah, we here. I should have actually set my headphones up before, but let's see if everything is connected all the way. Nope. Nope.
Right here, and we good. Microphone check. Okay. So just doing a little ride and talk. Turn off this Wi-Fi before I leave the crib. Going to work late. Okay. The Dre situation. I really want to go into depth about this. Actually, have a open panel, but I might try to do something because I just found out I got a little free time today, even though I still got to do some other little work. But basically, as it stands, everybody's kind of upset about Dre having to pay 300,000 a month, but he dodged the bullet. I mean, I can actually look it up real quick when I get up here to this little area and see Kelly Clarkson's net worth compared to Dr. Dre, and show that he actually dodged the bullet paying 300,000. And for all the guys that say that's too much, why y'all not over there running to Kelly? You know, she got to pay two. Oh, I forgot. It's the manosphere. Oh, it's the black manosphere is that. So you know, we don't believe in fair to a certain degree. Most guys don't believe in fair. I understand this. Everything is about the black man because I'm black. You know, my people. I believe in doing things and helping my people and everything so forth too. But I also believe in fair. So when we have women on the panel, that's why I say let them speak. It's not being a simp, it's not being none of that above, but it just, you know, if we're gonna get past this whole gender, because I honestly think that a lot of people don't want to get past the gender war. A lot of people want this gender war to keep going on, especially a lot of men in this space. For one, it's good for business. Two, long as the gender war is going on, most dudes got something to talk about. The struggle bond, which I call it. To an extent, there is a lot of men in this space that has situations going on in their life, and I don't discredit that. You know, but for the guys who are not trying to, make themselves better or just want to use, the issue of women in which their behavior is to keep pushing this whole passport gate. That's all it is. Because I mean, it's not SYSBM because that means you're supposed to be doing what? Saving yourself. You know, getting the understanding that you're not getting caught up and you're not gonna get caught up. See, a lot of guys using the whole passport thing to go get chicks and smash. Jay Shine is like Jay Shine Randall's got one of the best YouTubers. I always hear him talk about this. He's been in this space for a minute. He's been up there with all the guys, talking with them, dealing with them for a minute. So he does pretty much of a good breakdown of everything, man. And he's always said about how in this space when guys go overseas, they need to be more or less looking at, you know, the attractions and stuff overseas. The women are a plus. When you go do business When you're conducting business, you know you're gonna get paid. So everything else is a plus. I mean, that's the thing. You go overseas for business. You're not going over there because all the fine chicks in Europe or all the fine chicks in Africa or Brazil or whatever. You going over there for work. That is your job. Now you go over there for work and you go to get ready to just smashing chicks and willing and dealing, and your job said, well, your productivity is going down, so we gotta snatch you from this area. So basically, all your smash dreams go up in smoke because you neglected your work. And see, that's behavior right there. You shouldn't be neglecting your work. You should be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Staying the course, as we say. But like I said, Dre dodged the bullet on that money. The lady was a lawyer. I mean, I think I looked at the lawyers topping out. Well, not even just topping out, but mid-range starting out in California, about 80 to $150,000 a year. And she just didn't get her degree. She had her degree for some time. So technically, I didn't find too much information. I had a couple, but like I said, I was gonna do a live, but my schedule is so hectic right now, man. I was gonna do this little rant or a little talk or whatever, but he could be coming out a whole lot more. And then considering that if she get married, then he don't have to pay that no more. But the whole point of it is, I don't understand guys. That's like if me and some other guy goes into business. We're going into business with the intent of us actually, working to build something big, you know, actually going in to build something big in business. We go in as business partners. There's a, situation to where we can't hash out our differences. So ultimately, the company gets broken up. What happens when the company gets broken up? Just because me and you don't see eye to eye, the company gets broken up. Are you supposed to actually take 80% of the company? Are you actually supposed to take 80% of the company and only leave me with 20? Are you supposed to actually take, you know, what, 70-30, 60-40? But you're doing all the work. Okay, well then, let's say you put in all the work. What was the other person doing? So your business partner, even though you're putting in 70% of the work, what was your business partner doing? See, when you look at divorce, you gotta look at it from that standpoint. While he's out there going and running, making the money, in the industry, what she was doing at home tending to the kids. She was a lawyer. She could have easily say, Dre, stay home, do this. I go make the money. Dre was already successful when he met. I think she was with in another relationship with a NBA player or something, which I was looking at. Like I said, I didn't go into detail about a lot of about her life because I want to, get into the meat and potatoes when I actually did a live. But basically, she was putting in the work too. She was married to him for years, you know, and we all know that when you marry a woman, pretty much over time, she might not never get married. I mean, her looks can actually get her another man because she don't look bad for her age. But the point of it is, older women are not getting married at an alarming rate. So for seeing that, even though she's a lawyer or, probably even stop practicing, but the whole point, he dodged the bullet because she was crazy enough to start snatching money. That's what made the money go down. He's supposed to pay way more. That you can't tell me Kelly Clarkson is paying $200,000 a month to her ex, and Dre is only paying three. They're not even almost remotely close on the same level. I mean, considering all the money that Dre makes and the money he's gonna make after the divorce, that's not a bad deal. In my opinion, that is not a bad deal. Guys are looking at how much money that he has to pay her. True. Yeah. That's a lot of money each month. But I think we got like was it 3 point something? 3.6 mil a year. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money. But if she was with him, he's spending easily a little bit, I'd say a little bit under that, probably about close to meal and a half, if that with her, buying clothes, going on expensive trips, you know, all that type of stuff. And when it comes down to it, like, look at the money you're saving. You know, that's why most guys say it's cheaper to keep her. But sometimes you gotta, pros and cons, weigh your options. Even with that situation, she helped him out by going in the account and snatching money out. Dealing with the lawyer trying to money grab the situation. And she would have came in there modest. I'm quite sure he would have paid her. I mean, because that's the whole thing. She's not walking away from nothing for all the dummies that want to think that. And the only reason I call most of the guys who were pushing she didn't need nothing dummies because they're in a relationship, they're married. If I divorced my wife and had a business, she helped me with the business, of course she's gonna get something. Even if she didn't help me remotely in nothing of the business, she's still entitled to some of the money because she was there watching the kids and doing certain things while I'm off to work. You know, I'm not there, teaching the kids, playing with the kids, showing my sons how to drive and stuff like that. Nah, she was doing it. And let's say she's not doing it. Well, she's doing something else. I'm teaching something else and she's teaching. And the point of it is, why would you have a wife that don't benefit you no way? Why would you be married for years to a woman that doesn't benefit you? So, like I said, paying her money was a given. All the guys think that she shouldn't get nothing. That's stupid. I mean, that's why you're not married now. To the point, you get married to a woman. Like I said, treat it as a business. Look at it from a business standpoint because most guys can't. They got blurred lines when it comes to marriage. So look at it from a business standpoint. You and your business partner go into business and you want to do a 70-30 deal. More along the lines of 60-40 depends on how the relationship is, how much work you've put in over time, and how much she has done. Because honestly, you're not going to be with somebody for a long time unless you're just crazy, in my opinion, that don't put in the work. I always go back to saying this about guys. When you're dealing with a woman with a fat ass and she can't cook, you with her for 5 years and then you complain at year 5 when you divorce her, she couldn't cook, she couldn't do nothing. You knew that year 1, the first year that she couldn't cook and clean. But she had a fat ass. That's what you married. It's like guys talk about the women who in this, I mean the guys who talk about the women in the space who choose the thugs and all that stuff, talking about she chose wrong. No, she chose right. That's what she wanted out of life. She wanted this thug dude, you know, so that's what she got. Understand when you dealing with a situation like that, that's what you're gonna get. If she want this thug boy and Then, like I say, the whole situation about women thinking that thugs blow back out. I mean, let that keep flying by. Because all these good dudes, we out here getting money. We we blowing back out. But the thing of it is, let them have their fun with them dudes. Because when it all said and done, that just know I know which woman I don't need in my life. Have an understanding when you start dating and all this stuff with these different women, man. You gotta have an understanding what's beneficial for you. If I see a chick over there dating, a thug or whoever or whatever her type is, and I'm like, dang, she with that dude, then she try to approach me, I kind of see what your values are. Now, if you did notice the guy was this type of dude, I can understand that. You met him, got with him, whole nother story, y'all broke up. Cool. You've been with a guy for a couple of months or maybe a couple of years, then you try to approach me. I'm not having it. I'm not dealing with you. That's your lane. You know, that's the type of dude you fool with. You know, but the crazy part is, like I said, he good. Dre good. You know, catch my time because I don't want to go. Okay, cool. Now I got to jump on Gold P and troll over there. Gold Professor for people that don't know. And yeah, state talk today. But when it comes down to it, man, we gotta understand, dude. It is what it is. In these relationships, man, ain't no guarantees. I keep saying that. You know, my series on Help the Bear. Ain't nobody coming to save you. They'll come help the bear before they come save you. The point of reference is getting yourself together, know what I'm saying? Finding you some mentors, finding you some men that you can work with and build with. That's the key. I always promote this, man. My channel is based on family and generational wealth. I don't exclude no guy from wanting to be single that don't believe in marriage. That's cool. You still can help the community. Make your money. Go ahead and become a philanthropist. Whatever you want to do, man. You don't you can have your girlfriend for the rest of your life. Excuse me. You can have a girlfriend for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter. You're still moving the needle. You know, you could be a man that don't even want kids. That's cool. There's other guys that want to get married and that are married and that have kids that is still pushing the community. So I don't condone trying to force guys into marriage to build the community. There's a reason why half of the men in the black community don't want to get married. They either didn't get a fair deal in relationships, or they just not married minded. You know, the ones that want to get married, they're trying. If they don't exceed, cool. In the end, you got to look at this, guys. I always keep saying this. The men who are married, they're pushing the community. The men who are not married are still pushing the community. You know, the guys who have kids, they're bringing in the next generation of guys, man. You know, they're pushing everything forward. The guys who are not, same thing. You know, when it comes down to it, guys really don't understand the big picture. You know, the community is going to keep moving, but depending on us moving out, it's going to move at a slow rate or a fast rate. You know, the point of it is, ah, hold on right quick. Yeah, man. Sorry about that. Got a call come in. But yeah. I mean, like I said, if guys coming into the space, I always promote this, man. When it comes down to it, ain't no guarantee in marriage. So if you're looking for a guarantee, I mean, even if you marry overseas or whatever, there's still no guarantee. You know, you got to roll that dice just like everybody else. Just pick a woman with the culture, man, to where she has some type of values, and hey, that's the only way you can kind of go through the jungle. Other than that, if you don't, you can't win unless you play the game. 'Cause that's all it is, man. Ain't no guarantees in this marriage. You be up, down. Hey, ain't no guarantees. So if you're looking for a guarantee, I suggest you don't get married. And everything just pretty much stand the test of time, depending on how long you're gonna be in a relationship and stuff. And both of you guys work it out to a degree where you can you know, damn, stuck in this traffic. But basically, like I said, it all depends on the level of you and her working it out to a certain degree. Communication. That's the key. Everybody says that. It's like redundant, you know. And considering that you finna to get a divorce in that situation, it's not saying that, you know, she probably didn't love you or you probably didn't love her. It just over time stuff is just not working out. I mean, people don't understand. Nothing is built to last forever. The whole point of it is you got to discuss these things. You got to approach a woman with the intent of, are you willing to stay married forever? You know, talk with her. That vetting process is something to the point, man. Guys are not asking enough questions to women, not putting their feet to the fire. So of course, you know, her marriage years are only for 2 years. If she don't get married for 2 years, that's a marriage for her. After being married for 2 years, that's considered a marriage to her. 5 years, 10 years, whatever. You know, she might just be only getting married just to shut her family and friends up. That 1 or 2 years, then all it comes with, yeah, he was this way, he was that way. That's why we broke up. Hey, I mean, that's just what it is. To the point, guys, you got to start talking to these women, asking these women, pretty much about marriage. Are we getting married? Are we staying together? We're gonna work through this. We're gonna work through that because it's crazy. Like I said, when most people get into a relationship, you generally know how much money somebody makes. So when you start divorcing, because it was irreconcilable differences and being financial. You knew this guy didn't have no money when you met him, ladies. Dude, most of the time we stay in a relationships, but the point of it is we gotta start breaking up with these women from the jump. Like I said, it's several women I easily could have had sex with, but didn't. Attitudes, man. Like I always say about the oops baby. I didn't want an oops baby with some chick I didn't like. I just wanted to hit her. I'd go find another chick to hit. There's several chicks that pretty much I knew on the muscle that if I called them and talk to them a certain way, I could easily hit. But like I said, why am I forcing myself messing with a new chick, trying to get at her and just what I'm saying, just hitting it one time, see what it do? Hmm, it's cool, to a degree. If she didn't have the attitudes and stuff like that, or little issues, I go ahead and hit. We kicking it, but we gonna see what this relationship do. Take to the next level. If not, I'm moving on. You know that was my crazy part. When I listen to a lot of guys who get into those situations. Like, at what point did you find out she was crazy? Man, no, no, no. Think back all the way to when y'all first got together. What were the signs? Because you know them, you just overlooked them or just weren't thinking at that moment. And most of the guys like, dang, you right. She had, played me one time when she did this. Now, I'm talking to older guys. It's not just for young guys, talking to older guys as well. That's why I always say when it come down to it, men, we're like clay. We're constantly being, molded and shaped to a certain degree. Even in business, getting an understanding of how paperwork work, contracts. So you're constantly learning and just bouncing stuff off each other. You have some good friends in your corner, man. They can work with you. You got some elders that can provide you with good information. That's the key. You know, as men, we're constantly learning and being molded. There's guys. BGS had a guy, and the guy was yelling this player and all this talk. So when BGS asked him a couple of questions, like, what's a player? What's a pimp? You know, a man to get woman. Really? Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, everybody has different definitions, different things. But the issue at hand, man, you're never too old to learn, man. So if you don't know something, just say you don't know it. You know, seek understanding, seek knowledge. That's the key. When men get together, we can build on things. You know, that whole he-man woman haters, like no women allowed to a degree. That's a thing for men to focus on building with each other. Back in the day, a lot of guys might don't have this, but when you went to the family reunions or you went to, yeah, grandma or whoever house that had some type of get together, all the men would be over there joking and laughing, getting on each other about their old ladies and stuff like that. Guys take it on the chin, laugh about it, and move on. Now, you know, some guys get a little sensitive, want to fight. You know, that was the whole thing of guys over there interacting with each other, being men. You know, some of them drinking. Even the ones that don't drink sit over there and still have a good time because you have that understanding, that relationship with each other, focusing on things that's gonna help out, and that's the key. You know, and trying to check my time. What's going on now? But with a lot of the guys, just building and working with each other, man. That's what you need, guys around you that you can talk and bounce information off each other, man. Is this a good idea? Is this not a good idea? Talking to a guy on the panel, he was saying how he got into the trucking industry, man. And like, when are we getting financially literate, man, when it comes to this stuff? I always talk about Alonzo Hall in this space. Actually, like I said, I got policies through him. So I'm not just saying I actually look into that's one of my things, man. Looking into life insurance, how it's gonna help me long term. You know, with my father, the way he was doing his business, I wanted to see how it was gonna affect me because I didn't go to the military. So life insurance is a big thing, man, for me understanding the money, you know.